Hello, good morning, good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. This is Samson coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Well, very happy to be here to share with you something amazing. Whoever invited you on this Zoom really care about you and want to share some very important information with you that could be life-changing. Literally, I remember 18 years ago, somebody said something like that to me, and I thought, oh no, what could be so life-changing, right? But I think nowadays, well, the world is changing. If we're going to talk about change, it is literally the seasons of change. But what are we doing about it? That's the question, right? The inflation is high across the world. People who have jobs, they're never going to get a raise high enough to overcome that. What's going to happen next year, 2024, as we end the year in 2023? What about shortages? What about getting ahead still? What about, I'm in America, so what about American dream? Today I want to share with you how we can all shift. Is that good, right? What if there's opportunity and ways out there, ways to live a lifestyle that we can accomplish, and really don't have to rely on maybe the government, have to rely on our employer, where we can do something to where we are empowered, where we can take care of ourselves. But at the same time, what if through this opportunity, being a part of this opportunity, that you can also help other people around the world? Would that be okay? So I'm going to share with you this idea. We're definitely in this season of change. So let's shift, I remember many years ago, being a business owner, having done real estate. I have been in the furniture business. I used to retail. I had 3 stores, made money and lost money, and then become an auctioneer. About 18 years ago, I found an industry which is life-changing, which was a business model I never thought was possible. And I shifted. And since then, let me tell you, for me, the grass is way greener on the other side. And I'm going to show you some ideas and articulate why that is. So the business has evolved over time. When I went to school in the 80s, I went to business school, studied how business was. I studied some of the biggest companies in the world. And what I found was that, there is something to business that's very interesting. No matter if you think about, where you are now, working a job for somebody, or you already have your own business. Business is always evolving because of people. People have those ideas, that they have the entrepreneur spirit to create. And business is about creating. Most of us, what we do is, if we're going to start our own business, like a startup, it'll be like the famous lemonade stand, right? So we put a little stand, we spend time and effort and a little money to squeeze that lemonade and put a little sugar sweetener in it, make it palatable. And if it's good, yeah, we can definitely tell our neighbors about it. We put the lemonade stand at the corner and say, hey, lemonade for 50 cents. Right? It's very much a do-it-yourself model, a word-of-mouth model. And obviously, we serve 1 cup of lemonade to 1 person at a time. So, and of course, if we do it ourselves, the investment is in more the time than possibly money. But that's not only a lemonade stand, but in traditional business. So, but a little pop-up store, it's what some people are doing now. A small business like my sister who knits sweaters and hats and gloves, and that's her little small business. So, and then it evolved over time to a storefront where you can serve more customer. But, look, if you're going to pay that rent, right? If you're going to pay that rent to rent the store, to build your business with, that costs money. It costs advertising money to let other people know what's going on. And definitely, of course, once you get some customers, you can have, the word of mouth, right? But it's definitely more overhead, but you can definitely serve more people. Like what I did with my furniture business. Well, I remember in the 90s, that's when, 1995 was when I had my first store. Something called the internet came out, or maybe it was around, but it's just that, it got widely known. I just thought, wow, hey, we can definitely be online and do some business maybe. I wasn't sure, it was too early. In 1997, 98, I I had somebody make a website for me to see if I can maybe market and sell furniture throughout the U.S. It wasn't that mature yet, the internet. So, it was still dial-up speed, like you know what dial-up is. If you don't know, you're too young. But that's when you received the internet through the telephone. It was super slow. I mean, like one web page took like 10 minutes to load. Okay, but it was a little too early. But already, to that, as time evolved, obviously the internet got faster, more accessible, and people were putting websites and start selling products or services online. So, but look, the web is so big, you do have to spend money, advertising or search engines, right? You got to get an SEO to help you to build your online business. And if it's good, then maybe you get a word of mouth, like Amazon, right? Amazon, or I like where you buy products, where you look at the reviews. Or in the US, I use an app called Yelp, which has a list of businesses, local businesses, wherever you want to search. It gives reviews. People give reviews on Yelp about how that business is, like how's the restaurant, what kind of food, and what is good, etc. So the word of mouth is getting popular and more powerful. And when you do business online, well, you're not limited by geography. So, and at the same time, you still have overhead. Like to build a website, it costs thousands, if not tens and thousands, or maybe hundreds and thousands of dollars, or millions, right? If you have a fancy website. And then at the same time, you have to have staff to manage it. And the real business, there's a lot of overhead, especially the advertising too. If you do social media nowadays, like affiliate marketing, you have to spend money on advertising, or your name or your effort just get lost in the weeds, right? So the thing now, though, what I found is very amazing is something called social e-commerce. It's really the latest trend where the model is based on relationship, share interest, and you can leverage the global economy with minimal overhead. So that model, in a way, it's like well, I'm going to explain the next slide, where people are connected and business is done. Okay, so how that works is this. For example, let me go ahead and explain it. The features and functions of each model. First, you can sell direct, like that glass of lemonade, right? It's good. The customers try it, they love it, they start telling other people. It's more of a one-on-one basis. When you have a storefront, you can definitely do more business, and the store, and so you sell from store to customers. Well, the virtual online is, you're in the cloud, right? Your business is in the cloud, in the internet, and it can sell to customers. So you're B2C, right? Business to consumers. So from that, the next evolution is a social e-commerce, is where you share with a few people, they can online, they partake in it, they share with a few people because of relationship and trust. Remember that the reviews that we all look for, trusted reviews of product and services that's available online. Well, through relationship, we have trust, and that's what it's about nowadays. How can you trust something works? How can you trust something that's good? The relationship business is getting to be more and more powerful. There's a saying: look, when there's high tech, there needs to be high touch, and that's the human touch, right? I mean, that's something AI never replace, because it's not about any motivation, but rather, if it's something good, why not share it? That's natural human instinct. Okay, so and through that model, well, once you, for example, use the products or service, you know what it is. You have a chance to share it from the heart with authenticity rather than make something up, right? I mean, that's the best way. That's the most powerful way I've found to do business online, especially social e-commerce. So now this model, it's more like cloud to cloud, and it's with share interest. It's more like, you can start it as a owner. At the same time, you are the customer and can market to other businesses or consumers. So it's a very unique model. That's way ahead of the curve, what I found. So what is the ecosystem of the business? How do you thrive? How you build a business in whatever environment that is? Well, the fact is that, through social e-commerce, you're going to leverage a platform or provider, a provider of product and services, where there's a management team, it's research and development, and the company does logistics like shipping or downloading services, also paying people through commissions if they make money. So a company platform is a provider. So in a sense, it's like the hardware. It's kind of like your phone, right? It's the hardware to make the business function. Well, in the social e-commerce, in this ecosystem of business, it's also participant. People like you and me participate in that business. We're part of that. We're online on this platform, and we're into building a global community. So in the business that we're talking about today, the opportunity, what if there's an opportunity to become more healthy, right? Physical wellness, right? And what if there's an opportunity to have financial wellness, but also maybe a peace of mind, spiritual wellness, more joy in life, more happiness, more peace in mind? What if we can build community of people like that? And, consumers, also business owners, where we participate in this platform and really build this brand and build this business around the world, right? And if we think about it the last 3 years, what has happened? What has changed in our daily lives? Well, I don't think I need to articulate to any one of you because we all feel it, right? It seems that life is kind of out of control, and what is happening? The world's turning upside down, right? Well, through us as individuals, as participants and a provider of wellness, actually have a way to not only change ourselves, but change the world. Now, what affects this business environment is definitely the economy, timing, and trend. I already talked about the economy, right? Do any one of us have control of that? No, it's something that we cannot control. So for me, philosophically, I don't worry about things I cannot control, but rather I go find solution. I focus my time, energy, not on the worry part, but on the solution part. How to shift in the season of change. And the thing is, in business, one very important part of the business is the timing. If your business meets the needs of people out there, and that's all about timing. It's not over generation, it's about timing. Business goes in and out of business all the time. Well, are they in the right timing, or do they belong in the year 2023, 2024? Or are they like 50 years old, 100 years old, where the way they do business is out of time, and soon they become a dinosaur? Well, timing and trend is everything. You want to be at the head of the trend, catching everybody to the trend. Okay, so wellness is a big topic. So we have something amazing through a company called 3, and we offer amazing, I would say, science and products that can meet the market demand right now globally. So we're about a company that has technology and science that meets wellness. I mean, look, we all know about eating food, having a good diet, staying healthy, exercise. We all want that. We all have heard of that, and some of us are doing it. Well, but there's a lot more to that. Science is changing. It's moving forward all the time. Well, the question is, do you know about it, and are you taking advantage of it? So with our platform called 3, like the number 3, we work with some of the top scientists and doctors in the world. So amazing man that leads a charge, the chief science officer of 3 is Dr. Dan Gubler. So he is a pioneer, also an expert in phytonutrient curation, but also absorption, because absorption is everything. It's not about what you eat, right? I mean, I grew up in an age where people told us that you are what you eat. Well, it's almost like that. It's more to the point. It's what you can absorb. So you are what you absorb on a cellular level. And that's the thing. Are we getting the nutrients that we deserve that's available now? No, because some of the nutrients are not available. Farms, they're over farmed. They don't necessarily have the trace minerals that they used to have. So the food, the produce that we have different nutritional values. than maybe 50 years ago. Same thing with the animals, protein, where maybe the animals are not getting the protein that they were. And in return, we don't consume it either. So through Dr. Dan and our amazing scientific group of medical advisors, well, they're able to develop products with technology that we can absorb. We use 11 different absorption technologies. So as you can see, we did a third-party clinical study on absorption, and the organic control, which is a typical supplement, you can only absorb maybe 10 to 15%. Our product, 6 products, you can absorb anywhere from 30 to 95%. That's crazy, because look, your body's 70% water. You can absorb water pretty much 100%, but not anything else. So it has to be, able to absorb, and that takes technology, and we're doing that. And through our scientific advisory board, and some of these doctors, they put the name and face with 3. They do pro bono. They don't get paid from being on the board. And they are at the forefront of what they do with years and years of experience in multiple disciplines, where they advise us about what's happening out there and what we need put together to help people. So with this combination of scientists and doctors and technology, we also did another third-party study with our products, where we found out, oh my gosh, it's truly cutting edge. So again, I came from an era where they used to say, hey, your DNA is the blueprint to your life. But actually, we found out it's not. It is what it is, but also not DNA only, is the genes that's in the DNA. We have about 20,000 of them. And so those genes determine if we are tall or short, what eye color we have, what skin color we have, what's our propensity to stay healthy, how our body operates. Well, we found that for the first time ever. I've never heard this in my 18 years in supplement industry, is that we actually did an epigenetic study to find out what the products do, how it affects our genes. And can you imagine this third-party study came out and said that we test 4 of the 6 products. Well, they definitely make an impact on the epigenome, right? So, for example, it supports healthy inflammatory status in our body, the product. So it affects our genes to do that, and it modulates the genes to deal with blood sugars better. So it's actually on a cellular level, So you have to look at these clinical study, the absorption study and the epigenetic study, to get all the details. And to know the science is truly amazing. And then also, to bring even more credibility to what we're doing, all the products are available in the PDR. So the PDR is known as the physician's desk reference. So that's the big book the doctor has on their desk. For years, that's where they look up all the drugs and special medications that people need for different diseases. But our supplements, are actually listed in the PDR. Well, nowadays the PDR is organized, called the prescriber's digital reference, the same entity. But we actually have science and documentation to back the product, and that's why they accepted our products in the PDR. And that's something all the doctors use in the U.S. and some internationally to vet all the medication, etc., and products that's in the PDR. And we are one of the very, very few companies that have supplements in the PDR. So that's amazing. That's amazing credibility. So look, how to shift, we kind of have to talk about, what's happening in life. Like, imagine this is the life timeline from where you're born to now to where you're going to be. How long are you going to live? Well, for sure, the past we cannot change. And the future, well, it's unknown. But if we're open now, we can definitely plot a future that we can walk toward. Okay, the past we cannot change, right? But here's the thing: to have a good life, the life of wellness, it's not about where you come from, what you have, or where you've been, but it's more of the future. If that's what you want, you can shift any moment. The state of your being, from just a simple decision and making a commitment to stick to it, to walk a different path than where you are. However, if you're stressed at your job that, it was fine maybe 10, years ago or 20 years ago, but now things have changed, well, maybe you need to shift. Maybe that, your circumstances, maybe you're struggling financially, and, you have job security, but you're still struggling and you don't see any hope of it changing. You need to shift. Now, don't take it from me. It's up to you what you want to do. But let me tell you, though, to shift, to change, it can happen just like that. I had lost all my money back in 2004 when I closed my furniture business. Literally, I had just pretty much a suitcase. That's all I had left. So, I decided to do something else. I thought to myself, you know what? I need to shift. If the next half of my life, how do I want to live it? And with that set me on a path where I'm at now, having traveled to more than 40 countries since then, really have built businesses around the world, more than 100 countries before, really have a good relationship with people and friends around the world. I'm living in a happy place, and I'm here to impact and pay it forward to all of you. So to shift is very important. But the first question you can ask is, are you wanting more? So look, if you want to go somewhere, think about where you are now, like a GPS on your phone, right? You want to go somewhere, you got to think about where you are now. So just to identify what you want to shift, how you want to shift. So, and that why you want to do it is very important. Is it for yourself? Is it for your family? Is it for is it just because you're sick and tired being sick and tired? You want to do something else or find a different direction? Next you need to find a vehicle. A vehicle is very important. Are you going to, do something where maybe it's not internet involved, or it might be a job that might be taken by 8 down the road, or are you going to shift to a vehicle where it's on the upside? Because it doesn't matter how the economy is, good or bad. Okay, there's always some people, some company that's making money because they have an innovative business model. They have a unique vehicle, and they're out to do it. So, with people, like I said, we are the software. We can run any operating system. Okay, we can run any hardware. It's just a matter of what we want. Okay, the direction that we want, the kind of life that we want. And then, of course, you need an action plan. You got to take action. If you don't take action, you won't go anywhere. A lot of people talk about making more money. A lot of people talk about shifting, but they don't do anything. Maybe because the pain is not big enough. I don't know. Whatever the reason. Maybe they feel that they have too much responsibility. They have no choice. Well, let me tell you, there's always choice. And time is how you use it, is how you prioritize. Okay. Now, to be a part of this, to build and to be a part of this expanding community, well, how you operate in this social e-commerce environment, well, definitely you need to learn it and learn it right. And so maybe some of you are very successful at your whatever, because you have a certain skill set or education, knowledge that you have maybe spent years of doing something. Well, you have to, if you want to shift, well, some of that might be applicable and some might not be, but there's definitely a proven way led by proven people who have built businesses around the world. So if you learn and learn it right to expand your business, you got to do it right, right? So you don't learn only 50% of it. If you can learn as much as you can, maybe 90 to 100% of it, you're that much closer to being successful. And if you do it right, you know what? To keep it expanding, you teach other people to do it, and you can, if you benefit from that, and you do in our platform, well, you teach it right, and that's how your community expands and grows. This is a pretty much a turnkey business. The business comes with an app, for example, and a website, and a lot of tools, a lot of documentation on the science, and also it's an e-commerce enabled. So what? So it's not only working from home, it's pretty much you can work from anywhere from your phone. It's amazing. So this turnkey business, we also have the software to help you run it. So we've come up with a system called the Welcome Orientation Workbook, where it step by step to get your business started, to get you in contact with the people that's necessarily the guy, like whoever refer you, they will be your sponsor into the business, and the sponsor's job is to support you and lead you as you progress in your business. We'll also put together digital tools. For example, the first one is about the opportunity. So after this Zoom, if you need more information, the person who will refer you can send you some recording if you want from this PDF document that we put together, so you can learn about the product, science, and you can learn about epigenetics. You can learn about all different kind of things, and we also put together digital tools for science and product, and also for people who want to build a business. You can preview all that before you get started if that's what you want. But timing is very important. Now, one of the things is within this turnkey business, it's about growth and transformation. It's about making a decision, like I said before, and a commitment to yourself and your family. So, first you learn the information, and it's something you take on. You start doing it, and you don't do it by yourself, but with a team of people to support you, to answer your questions, to do it with you, right? And to teach and then lead other people to do the same thing you did, to have success. And that, folks, is driving change. And that's why we're here. We are brokers, right? Look, one thing about life that's constant is change, right? That's an oxymoron, if anything, right? The question is, well, are you shifting in the change? Are you shifting with it, or are you going to against it, or are you going to be left behind if you're stagnant? If your life is not moving forward, it might be moving backwards. That's what I have found. If we're complacent, we get left behind. But here's a chance. Here's an opportunity for you. The friend who put you on the Zoom has definitely thought about you and want to share with you this information, because it's happening. I've been in companies where we built, to billions of dollars before. And we're going to do it again. This is our plan. This is our goal. We want to create this legacy company called Free, to be a light in this world, to really share the goodness of how this business can be so good, to give opportunity to people. Many years ago, when I lost in the furniture business, I thought I had no opportunity, going into losing this business. But afterward, I thought the whole world could be at my feet. It's just what I want to do with it. And this is an opportunity that is offered in front of you. Now, today is a very special day because, we just launched Free, the company, February 20th in pre-launch, and officially grand opening was in May this year. So it's brand new. It's only been 7 months since we had the grand opening. We're at the very ground floor of this opportunity. But at the same time, you are going to be working with people who have years and years building the social e-commerce business, who can guide you on that. Okay. And now, to reward those people who help first get started, to help build the company, there was a package called the Founders Pack, where the company, whoever's a founder with a little qualification of getting some customers, they can actually get to 2% of global commissionable sales volume every week. So that means you can earn money globally as a founder, and this lasts for the lifetime that you're in Free. So you can get paid over and over again when you qualify for the founders pool. As the company grows, as sales grow, the pool gets bigger. And the bigger your business grows, the more of the pool you get to share. Now, the package, as a matter of fact, though, it's a 3 to 6 months worth of product. Well, it's going to be sold out. I estimate probably today. Okay, we're closing out the founder packs today. It's a limited quantity only. Only a certain number of people can be founders. This is your last chance to be a part of to be a part of the founder, to be a part of the founders pool for a long time. And we'll only release founders when we open new markets around the world. So, folks, this part, get back with the person who put you on the Zoom and let them know. Get your question out of the way and get started with us. And in about an hour and a half from now, we will have another Zoom. So what you can do, once you get started, right away, call some people, put them on the next Zoom. It's the same link, an hour and a half from now. That way, you can get your business started right away. That's how fast we're doing. We're going to have Zoom the rest of the day, every 2 hours. So make sure you get on it and you can make some money and get started right away into a journey of wellness. Thank you very much. This is Samson Lee signing off. Amazing day. And let's go shift in this season of change together. Take care, folks.